I have to get Unknown to run downstairs to quickly translate if it's a English interview. Okay, but it's gonna be actually Prophet think about the game. So I thought maybe the big Genji, but it'll be Zest playing it, not Prophet. He'll still think about it. Maybe he'll just go back to the Hanzo. Usually if you're gonna go to the Genji, it will be supported by a Brig as well, but that's not quite on board for Infernal just yet. Prophet's gonna get in the face of Infernal. I gotta respect him. He's already made a lot of space happen, man. Infernal all the way back, straight off the cuff.
And no Brigitte behind the Genji this time as well, instead opting just for the Harmony Orb of the Zen to get that continuous but low-grade healing onto the Genji. Take these off angles, want a shot from EasyHan onto Zest already. That's a huge opening.
Return kill. M3 gets revenge. Nice and early. Low HP though. Void gets a snipe on the Hyperspheres. That 2d12 hit for plenty of damage as now the Seoul Dynasty ever inch forward. I mean, Seoul Infernal got to wait a little bit here. We're nearly capping. I mean, this is a minute of pushing. Solid pushing by the Dynasty.
Yeah, this is very dangerous here for the Seoul Infernal. Zest has returned. Oh, MN3 strikes first again. Krillin unaware of the return of the Widowmaker. Oh, MN3 decimates the backline.
EasyHan was taking a safe angle there. EasyHan was the next target of MN3, but couldn't spot him. Gets the body shot there. Now it has to be Prophet trying to make his way out. Waiting for dash cooldown. We'll get it, and they're safe. Payload push is extremely good by Dynasty, but they reset all position, which means they have to play a long angle again. Choky as well. Waiting for some other ultimates. His window online first. Fixer Vindime is able to match now, so there's going to be both windows deployed. Poko slightly closer to the Flux to be able to counter that one out.
Agreement of MN3K. That's a double damage rock coming from Poko to absolutely crater Prophet through the window and turns Prophet into part of a wall.
A stalemate goes the way of Infernal. Poko got his kill there. Freak shot on the Prophet. Now both Fluxes online. MN3 with a big advantage on the Infrasight, so Infrasight can't be matched at this moment. If MN3 decides to play it, Seoul Dynasty can only respect it and back out.
We're waiting for a commitment here. Void Solo forces out the Immortality Field, and Poko knows that that means it's go time. It's a pair of Gravitic Fluxes, but who has better control of fundamental forces today? Poko taking out his counterpart yet again. And MN3 surges forward to the newfound space to find himself some skulls.
Yeah, no work. Hang on, Prophet might get 2 heals. Sacrifice his life, and he's really looking for an extra kill, and Skew didn't end up getting it. Would have been worth if he was able to just try and dash in and secure that one, but Infernal now will drag this down to 1 minute. Seoul Dynasty have good ultimates, but I mean, it's been 1 ult for 1 ult trade. The exact same ultimates used by both sides. Vindime is at least slightly closer towards the next window. This is likely to go to OT now.
Remember that Void's usage of that ultimate does mean that there's not too much means of forcing out Skew's Transcendence prior to Prophet's Blade. A pair of Infrasights given over, EasyHan already fairly low, and a Dragon Strike simply bisects for Seoul Dynasty, but doesn't take any...
Might be early, actually.
Might be.
I think you have to consider the fact that Vindime's about to hit window again, and Dragon Strike would have been nice to counter that one out. So Dynasty will just slowly wait out the final moments of that Dragon Strike, and as it goes out, now it's time to play again the 1v1 M3 onto EasyHan. Waiting out the Infrasights. Both players now no more vision. It's Poko versus Void in the front lines. As Void walks forward from the window, the Poko source respected. Poko low HP. He might get taken down skewed. I was waiting for the trance. He was holding onto that one. He really wanted to milk it out, but it's Prophet now that will get the work done straight into the back line. In comes the slash, and no other defense to be seen at all. Infernal, trance was used, and you mentioned it. Is there a way to bait out the trance? Well, one way is to get Poko low, and then Prophet finds his timing.
Not just a Tracer player. And not only that, Prophet actually blades during the trance there, in concert with Krillin, getting the Discord Orb onto Zest. And that allowed for an instant evisceration and a slash and dash combo through the healing of a Transcendence as well. You've got to be a brave player to make that work, and, well, Prophet is not only brave, but he's smart as well. And
Discount match it. We get the double Genjis out into play. There it is. I thought it would be Zest pulling up the Genji first, but he'll be the second one to at least be able to match Prophet now. Anything Prophet can do, I can do better. Young Zest will be actually slightly ahead on the blade, given that he would have swapped off some previously existing ult charge. Void first up on the Prophetic Flux, and he'll pull the trigger instant. Should be... No, there's no defense. There's no BAF anymore. Oh, no, swapped off.
That's twice now that Poko has absolutely torn asunder Prophet's life and limb with an accretion well hit onto a Genji. Maybe catching him after those double jumps when the Genji's at their most predictable. It's easy. Easy as they come, and now Void is having to shuffle out through the underside. That leaves EasyHan with no defenses, so MN3 can grab that easily.
Boy, should be able to back out, given that he saved his connect. Actually, hang on a second, it's not guaranteed. I don't think Infernal are going to go chase any further. It'd be too risky to chase Void into the side room, so Void indeed will be able to make it out alive. That's one less player that you'd have to wait for on the Dynasty can, but if they're going to cap, it's going to be another OT push, it seems. So likelihood of finishing the entire map, pretty minuscule at this rate, given how slow Dynasty's approaches have been, and that's also considering the fact that their initial push on A was in 1 minute. They got to the end, it just took another 3 minutes to actually get the cap in, and now Poko straight away on the Flux. Vindime is the game.
Yep, Poko first to strike. Vindime just suspended in the air, so it's easy for MN3. Prophet, simply a victim of the smelly gas. Oh, the crowd are almost as excited as I am. That was crazy.
EasyHan, just a normal victim. Standard
normal victim. Standard victim.
Yep. Normie victim is what I say then. We're almost out of normal time here. 10 seconds remaining. MN3 aggressive off angle again. Empress Sight, no real challenge from EasyHan. He doesn't have it yet. I don't think EasyHan can really try and poke forward to find an angle. Prophet just dies to Poko, and I think that's a nano onto Prophet as well, so that's a nano deleted. Zest has got to clean things up if he can find the kill, because Poko's got them all.
Poko simply too fast, grabs them all, hoarding the kills. Poko. Welcome back to the Overwatch League.
It's curious. Could have been for the nano blade capabilities as well.
Yeah.
Prophet did get the nano at the end. He got melted anyway, but unfortunately, you do lose the immortality field, which is, I think, super important for defending against Prophetic Fluxes and also from the enemy window. Okay, there we go. That's what I'm talking about, right? Defensive side, Widow is king at MN3. Top of the first death there.
Defensive Widow. And what a defense it needs to be here from EasyHan in order to extend our Soul Bowl and not make it an entirely destructive 3-0 in favor of the Soul Infernals. Esther's still opting in to this Genji here, but the long range pressure from this double sniper.
Multiple courses out of this meal.
Please.
Otherwise, it's a small salad bowl that we're going to get instead. Well, let's see if EasyHan can find a bit of a feast here. There we go. Challenge! Left. Spot each other late. Good movement by Infernal. Approaching hairpin now. Vindime first on the Ant Matrix, so that should be first ultimate on board. If Void and Prophet don't go down here, Void.
The off-angle pressure.
Has to be careful with his HP.
Zesh just continuously managed to get around that shield.
Widow's up.
Keeps Void on his toes, Widow. A jump shot here from MN3, unable to find anybody. Disciplined positioning from the Seoul Dynasty, but we can't afford to lose a fight here. There is no space beyond this cart. There is no land beyond this.
It's just too easy for Infernal just to back on it. As they back up, MN3 even gets what you could consider somewhat of an exit kill. I mean, they don't want to flank the window. Oh my goodness, Zest now into Vindime. Void's low HP. No lamp. It's already gone. Already deployed. 94% for Void. 84 for Krillin. And a Zest with all the pickups. Trying to catch up to MN3. It's got to be the cap. With way more time as well. Remember, Dynasty basically capped A and OT. Infernal, they got more than 4.5 to work through on B. And they don't even have to get to the end of B.
Secret source of a brand new Sigma. Or maybe even a much more old Sigma. Restored by Roston. And back up to its classical glory. Seoul Dynasty. They have some means of stopping this here with the Gravitic Flux. But remember that both Skewed and Fix have orbitals they need to stop damage coming through. Here it moves. Skewed going to be the primary target. It's only one though.
There we go. Once again, EasyHan's not going to be a challenge for this Empress Sight. Zest is going to go to the back line. You want to get rid of the Widowmaker. This is how. Can he find a target though? Zest is struggling at the moment as Prophet gets killed to fix it. Krillin onto Zest, and suddenly things have gone sour for the Infernal. It might have had the ultimate, so they don't have the kills. The kills are all coming through from the Dynasty instead. Late one was just skewed. And the Dynasty have survived. How many ultimates was that? That's like 4 ultimates from Infernal.
It was everything. It was everything and more. Skewed popped a Transcendence to deal with a solo Flux coming through from Void. And Zest blades into the back thinking, I could force out the resources here. That will give all the space that Poko needs to finish this with a Grelic Flux. But excellent resilience from the Seoul Dynasty. Still, it had its own toll on the Dynasty and their armament. Only the Infrasight remains. Pop now by Easy Hunt. Just keep the Seoul Infernal at bay.
Well, Infernal will just, again, have to respect that, and that's what happens when you don't respect it. Easy Han has full sights, M3 has nothing. In fact, M3 even just flirting with death there by thinking about poking his head out, not what you want to do. So, that's just a clean Infrasight that won't be challenged. Will only result in the 1 kill and some time lost. It's something.
And M3 sailing. And Zest is actually darted into the underground now. Might give him safe passage over to Easy Han. Prophet needs to be able to gather this info.
Prophet saw him in 3 there and was ducking like a madman to hide his head.
Desperately wants to make sure a Cerebellum can't be cloven in twain by MN3. Now wrapping around instead, trying to find themselves an off angle to deliver that pressure. A movement onto the Brigitte here from Skewed. It's all the old heads are feasting today. It's just like the old gladiators over again. Dragon Strike down into the underground, but
big spin by Dynasty.
Away our Infernal.
This is a big spin by Dynasty, and Infernal, I mean, okay, they're starting to go lower on time. It's still 2 minutes, but payload is right there. They only got to win 1 fight, and they can still afford a couple more resets here. Dynasty not getting value on their ult, which is not good at the moment. Fixer, nothing to save him. No trance, no lamp, no hope. In fact, the lamp was there, but it got destroyed. Long range rock. Zest getting profit, turns his back and forth before Skew must rally because he was low HP. Currently the only healer, so not a lot of healing on board for Skew. If they can get Krillin down, they can at least equalize the healing. Profit not coming back on towards the Genji. It's looking like a big one. Poko now has the opportunity to pull out a Flux. Nothing to defend against that one. Krillin on 94%, there's nothing there. It's going to be the Flux to finish things off at a 3-0 for Seoul Infernal.